Well, in the previous videos, we did question 1.1.1 and question 1.1.2. Now we're going to do question 1.1.3. The question says, right here 1.1.3, the question says 4x minus x squared is greater or equal to 0. So now we need to solve for x. That's what we're looking for. We want x. All right. So what can we do here? Before I do that, let me warn you something. Usually, some people solve this problem by writing like this: 4x. Okay. They write like they prefer write 4x and then greater or equal to 0. They move the negative x squared over, and then they divide by x, and therefore greater or equal to x, and then we see x is lesser because we look at this symbol, we see x is lesser than 4. Okay, this is not the correct way of solving this because though it is partially correct, but it's not the correct way. What we're supposed to do is by factorization, okay? And then the fact that this is an inequality, unlike equations, inequality, the inequalities don't have fixed answers, okay? The answers, the value of x is over a certain interval. So we need to determine the critical values. The critical values tells us the boundaries of the interval over which x is defined. So on the right here, critical values. Now we have 4x minus x squared greater or equal to 0. Now we can take x as a common factor. If we take x as a common factor, this will be 4 minus x greater or equal to 0. This implies that x is okay, if we want to work out the critical values, we can set x is equal to 0 or 4 minus x equal to 0. We set it equal to 0 to determine the critical values. So this means 4 equal to x, which means x is equal to 4. So the critical values are 0 and 4. Okay, then we will draw the number line. Okay, the number line, I'll show you the number line here. And then from the number line, I can place in the critical values that we found. Okay, the critical values are the number 0 and 4. So let's say 0 is here because there must be an ascending order. So 0 and 4 there. Now, the critical values divide the number line into 3 intervals. The first interval is from -∞ to 0, and this other interval from 0 to 4, and the last interval from 4 to +∞. Now, we're going to select the values from each interval. Let's start from the first interval. I'm going to take a number, a value in first interval, I'll take a number like -1. Now I'm going to substitute the value of -1 over here for x, and then also for x. I mean, now we'll have like a -1 times +5, because that makes -1 times +5, or negative times a positive. The answer will always be a negative answer. Okay, negative times positive make negative. And then this is going to be true for all the values that anyone can select within this interval. Okay, regardless of the value you select, the answer will always be negative. So the function will be negative in this interval. Now let's move on the other interval, the next interval. I'm going to take a number like 1, for instance. Let's say 1 is here. So if I sub 1 over here for x, we will have like a positive times a positive. Okay, so 1 times 3, which is the answer is positive. And then if I take a number like 5, for instance, over here, I sub 5 there. Let's say sub 5 over here, and then 5 for x there, positive 5. We're going to have positive times negative, which is negative. Now we want the solution that is positive. The greater than symbol means positive here. It means positive. So our solution lies in this interval between 0 and 4. So we can write the solution is 0 less than x lesser than or equal to 4. Okay. So that's or sometimes we can write x is element of, we use the square bracket to say that 0 is part of the solution, okay, and 4 square bracket because this is also 4 are part of the solution. It means the boundaries are inclusive, okay. So this is the solution. Thank you.